What is business model? There are many type of business models, and I will discuss only 12 out of them. Um, we usually talk about business method, business system, business process, but we have never thought about business model. Why? Although a business model is the core concept behind the success of any kind of business, so it is very important, and that is why I'm going to discuss about business model. Business model is a conceptual structure that explains how the company operates, make money, and how it intends to achieve its goals. Okay, so all the business policies that a company adopts and follow are part of the business model. Okay, so number one, I'm going to discuss about transaction-free model, which is very common these days. In this kind of business, you actually perform the activity like a broker, like a dealer, or kind of a moderator. What you do basically, you actually combine two kinds of businesses. You become a path between them, and you take the transaction fee and help two businesses to perform their business activity. Okay, number two, shared saving model, how it basically works. Let's suppose you go to any kind of production company, and you just check out their bill, which is 1 lakh per month, electricity bill I'm talking about. uh, and you decide to lower down their cost by putting certain kind of machinery there. And you do that. After doing that, you just find out that the electricity bills lowers down from 1 lakh to 60,000 per month. So what you would do, you will ask them to pay you. You have just saved 40,000 rupees, and then you will decide you will ask them to pay you 20,000 out of that amount, and 20,000 they can keep with themselves. So this is how shared saving model work. You just simply help any kind of business in lowering down their cost. Licensing model, how does it work? You just give the license of your business, so that your business is accessible for any other business, and they use your name for a certain period or certain time. It is very common for softwares. Let's say you create a software and give its license to a person, and the person will be able to use your software for a particular period of time. Similarly, it works for cartoon characters, because these cartoon characters are patented, and nobody can use it without a license. And we usually found these kind of cartoon characters on different kinds of bags and mugs, pens, and even we find toys in the market. I would like to give you an example of Motu Patlu cartoon, which is very famous these days. Even you will go in the market and you find the toys of Motu Patlu or the pops of Motu Patlu. So all these pops or cartoons or toys would be having the license of the original company or original producers of these cartoons. This is very necessary. So one business helping another business using by using their name or their logo or their any kind of referencing material. Now here comes the cost plus model. How does this work? Cost plus model is very simple. Let me give you an example of a construction of a house. Let's say you are constructing a house, and you just uh, take a constructor. You talk to him about constructing, or you just deal about it. So what he will do, he will suggest you 4 to 5 vendors for any kind of material that would be utilized for the construction of that house. Let's say it's metal or steel, cement, or tiles, whatever this thing is. He will put choices in front of you, different kind of choices, and you will select any one of them. So what this exactly does, it actually reduces the risk of malware. It actually reduces the risk of paying extra amount for anything, because you will get connected to the vendors actually. So your vendor will not use river sand more than the cement, or he will not use the low quality of marble, and he will not use the low quality of cement, or he will not give you a weak building structure. And how you will pay him, you will decide you will pay him a pre-decided amount at the end of the construction of that house. This is how cost plus model works. Thank you. Oh yes, my students are advised to comment 4 to 5 business model names. You just have to put the titles of 4 to 5 different kinds of business models. Okay.